welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we're going to react to 2 videos. We're going to see what they got to say about Jay-Z and the whole drama with that. We're going to come back and talk about it.
Ties to feds and backstabbing Dame Dash. You know, I don't really talk about the Jay-Z stuff now that he has some charges against him. And I tell you why. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Like, they have a specific charge. Now, here's the thing. I live in the entertainment industry. The rumors have always been out there.
Right.
But I don't know, like, here's somebody they have, a person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that we can't see. No.
Right. I'm like,
man.
okay, I can't go off that, but I'm just saying, it's like, I always have been sad knowing that I wouldn't fit in the entertainment business with the real A-listers. I knew I wasn't going to fit in. I was like, oh, shit. I thought I was finna be a movie star, man. I ain't fucking with that shit like that, dog. I know how it go, man. It's like, it's really it's the Backdoria Super Bowl. It really is, man. There's no way around it, man. And I'm saying, like, all of the stuff that they say about people, you know, when they catch them up or when they finally come after them. I can't speak on the specifics like that, but I see what Hollywood is. I've been seeing it.
Has been refiled now to include Jay-Z, the husband of Beyonce, whose real name is Sean Carter. Many, of course, have been waiting for the Carters to be implicated in Diddy's sex and horror ring of power. Is this the first shoe to drop here? Well, the suit filed by an anonymous plaintiff claims that Jay-Z also raped her when she was 13 years old. And this happened after the VMA Awards. Now, we've heard of this case before. It revolves around accusations after the Video Music Awards back in the year 2000. The case originally mentioned Diddy and a male and a female celebrity who were unnamed at the time. It's curious why they were left out of this at the time.
Well, the lawyer says why. He goes on to, we're going to take a look at his statement. He says, originally we filed this anonymously and went to Jay-Z's lawyer. And we were going to allow him to remain anonymous because we wanted sort of off the books mediation. But it's Jay-Z who countersued us and sued us for. So let's take a look because again, the case we've talked about this before. Originally had male and female walk into the room while Diddy was doing the sexual assaulting. The male then took turns to do his own while the woman was there. We don't know who this woman is. Again, in 2000, Beyonce was not married to Jay-Z, so we don't know. Jennifer Lopez was Diddy's date at that awards show. Yeah. So could have been either of those ladies. We just don't know.
Or somebody else.
Yeah,
right?
It could have been somebody completely unrelated. We don't know, but what the lawsuit says is that person was famous. So who was around those dudes who was famous at the time? We're not accusing anybody, just so it's clear that it's not clear right now. Now, here's Jay-Z's statement in response to this. He claims that Tony Busby, which is the lawyer who's filed this, has a pattern of these type of theatrics and goes after celebrities for large settlements. He says he's not going to settle. He's not going to give one red penny. He says the real victims here is his family, his wife, because now they have to sit down their children and explain what they're going to go through. I would be surprised if his children had not already had inklings of this. His daughter, his oldest, is about to turn 13. And of course she knew that his dad is mentioned in this, in the wake of the Diddy accusations. Interestingly enough, she'll turn 13 in January. 13 is the age of the victim in this case, the plaintiff. So we must consider all 13-year-olds equally. We don't know. right? Okay, we're going to leave, again, innocent until proven guilty. These are claims. But yes, we should consider all 13-year-olds. Mr. Busby released his own statement saying his client is actually not seeking money. She sought a confidential mediation, and that it was Jay-Z who sued him under a pseudonym a few weeks ago, saying that his firm sent a letter to his lawyer in behalf of the alleged victim. He says, since the letter, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. The plaintiff, he says, is now emboldened, and he's proud of her, and that they're going to fight this out in the court and not in the media. Obviously, he thinks he has a case, but you have to wonder, if he has proof, the government must have this proof too, right?
Right.
Why is this a civil case? Why is this not a criminal case?
Is it because it's past a statute of limitations now? I mean, 2000, that's 24 years ago. 24 years ago, and I think there's a statute of limitations on criminal, right? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know if it's state to state or not, but...
Well, in New York, we know that the statute of limitations was removed in order for E. Jean Carroll to accuse Donald Trump. We know that. But that was a civil case. It never became a criminal case. So it's a good question. What is the statute of limitations for a civil case for sexual abuse of a minor? I don't think I don't know. And is there anything ongoing that the government would know? Will there be a criminal case and we're just waiting because this is playing out in an Epstein-esque way? We don't know.
Y'all heard that? Now, I asked myself the same question. The statute of limitation, maybe because the person was a minor at the time. I don't know. Maybe there is a statute of limitation, and that's why they're only going after him civil and not criminal. I don't know, but I had to ask myself this. Why now? Is it because of Diddy getting caught up? If you were 13 in 2000, that means you're 37 or 38 now. And all I could think is, why not do this at 18, 21? Because I can get it if you're a minor. But why wait till you almost 40? Why not do it, like I said, 21, 25? But let's go deeper into this. How were you as a 13-year-old anywhere near the music award show after party? How were you drinking and backstage or in a private room with Diddy, allegedly, and then in walks Jay-Z and some other celebrity female? But allegedly Jay-Z went first. Again, the parents, like, y'all just think of where we was at 13. There's no way we was, and I know some of y'all was fast as hell, and we're gonna get to that too. There's just certain things in venues and atmospheres you just were not around at the age of 13. You just couldn't be. You didn't even look and fit in. There's some alleged that, she was slipped a Mickey or there was something put in her drink. And the fact that she's able to stay anonymous while they're not. And okay, so let's talk about Jay-Z. Let's talk about how Jay-Z is like, come after me in a criminal matter if I'm so guilty. Y'all just want money. This lawyer, his name kind of being dragged through the mud a little bit. And I don't know. Like Corey said, we don't know. I'm not trying to victim shame to the alleged victim, and I'm not trying to make a brother be guilty before proven innocent. It's just strange how we have so many different allegations. We just did the video last week on Deion Sanders, what he went through when his ex-wife lied on him. You all remember the lady Rhoda Brickface who lied and said a black man hit her with a brick and it was a money grab. Now, I'm not saying those situations are identical, but I think most of you are grown folk enough to get the point. Do we just believe all women? Just because she said it, does it make it true? Does that mean that this man's... And don't get me wrong. I think that Jay-Z, Diddy, and a lot of celebrities have had some shady dealings. They may have blood on their hands. I'm not negating that fact. I'm just questioning why now. If this happened to you 24 years ago, why now are you saying something? And initially all you wanted was mediation. And I'm thinking, just talk, like you just wanted him to acknowledge it. But since they countersued, now you taking it to the next level. It's just strange. And again, if this is true, I have a daughter, so I'm not, happy about this. I know there's a lot of young ladies who get caught up with older men. Sometimes older men prey on younger girls. I was a high school girl at one point, and guys, want to come pick you up and drop you off and things like that. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying girls don't be fast and padding their bras and makeup and the fast food got them overdeveloped. I'm not negating none of that. I'm just questioning why now. why not earlier if it was true? Why not, why would you? Because the evidence is gone, right? You done bathed, so that evidence is gone. So what is this even really about? You just want him to acknowledge he did you dirty? Is that what this was? Because they said she just wanted mediation. I don't know, y'all. This one is hard. I think everybody kind of split 50-50 on this whole Jay-Z thing, but I just want to make sure when y'all leave y'all comment, you separate some of the shady stuff, him and Dame Dash, different stuff Jay-Z has done business-wise. That's different. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, did Jay-Z and Diddy take advantage of this young lady at the music awards after party? That's all we're talking about. He could be guilty of some things and not guilty of others. You get what I'm saying? So y'all leave me a comment on this one. I do feel bad for Jay-Z's kids, you know, but if he is guilty, the what's done in the dark does come to light, you know. So, but if, you know, my personal opinion, I pray that he's innocent. I don't want to see a brother's name being slandered and drugged through the mud and he didn't really do anything. But it's like, if he didn't do it, then why? You know, why would you do this? But we've seen it before. We saw it with Kobe Bryant. We've seen multiple times where women have made some heinous allegations and it turned out to just be a lie. So we're gonna, you know, remain neutral until they get to the bottom of this. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what you got to say about the topic. What's going on with Jay-Z? Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Till the next time, I will catch y'all in the next episode. Shalom.